Crypto dreams.
What's up, crypto heads? John Fro here from Crypto Dreams. This is the place to be to learn about NFTs, AI, GameFi, and Web3. Welcome back. Happy to have you here with me today. I'm out here walking in the city, earning with the Stepn app. This episode is a special one. I am talking about ROI. This is by far the most requested episode I have had from any of you, so I am putting it out. I made it just for the community. If you have any more suggestions, drop them in the comments below. I would love to hear from you, and I'm always listening. I tracked my earnings for quite a while. I'm gonna be breaking it all down, what I earned, what my setup is. I'm gonna go over everything. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'll be bringing you much more content like this in the future. All right, let's get this stepping. All right, so let's go ahead and begin. This is the ROI episode. I spent months tracking my earnings so I could present this episode to you. I'm gonna be using a lot of averages. If you've been in crypto for any amount of time, you know that it's crazy. Price fluctuates all over the place every day. It's always moving. The altcoin market is insane. So I'm going to be using averages over a certain amount of time so I can present a clear picture of what your ROI will be for your investment. I'm going to be presenting two different setups. One is the setup that I use every day. Another setup is a common pair of sneakers, and that's it. It's just a common pair of sneakers. So I'm going to be showing you the cost for each of these and how long it's going to take you to earn back your investment. I definitely recommend watching this video front to back because there are many variables that you need to understand. Even if you're only starting with the pair of commons, there's still a lot of things that you need to know in order to maximize your ROI. I'm also going to be going over some strategies a little later in this episode to increase the rate of ROI. We're going to start with my setup. So this is my setup right here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of sneakers. Okay, so having 5 pairs of sneakers allows me to walk longer. I can walk for 30 minutes a day. This is going to affect how much you can earn. So I hold 5 pairs of sneakers. I don't use all of them. I only use 2 pairs. I have 2 pairs of uncommons and 3 commons. So I only use my uncommons because they earn me way more, but having the other 3 allows me to walk longer. Okay, so that is one thing that affects your earnings. There's a whole bunch of stuff that will affect your earnings. If we look on this screen right here, this screen has some of the biggest contributors to your earnings. One of those things is how many gems you have equipped on your sneakers. One of the other things is what level those sneakers are at. And then lastly are your attributes. So on the screen, you can see gems, level, and attributes. So say you want to earn GST and your attributes are set incorrectly, that's going to affect your earnings. So no setup really is the same. That's why I'm using averages in this episode. I'm averaging it all out. Nobody's setup is exactly the same. One person might have 3 efficiency gem slots, which allow you to earn more GST, and another person might have none. So that's going to affect your earnings. They also might have no gems equipped. For this pair of sneakers, I have my efficiency way up because I want to be earning as much GST as I possibly can. I also have an efficiency gem slot equipped. So how long you walk, what your attributes are, all of that's going to affect how much you earn. So that all being said, what did I spend on this setup? Okay, so if you were to go out today and purchase my setup with all my gems and all the levels, you would be spending 1,902 GMT. That's a total cost today at the current price of $262. So you'd be spending $262 on 2 pairs of uncommons, 3 pairs of commons, and all of the gems that I have equipped, as well as the level that they are at. So when you are leveling up sneakers, there is a cost. If we look at this chart right here, you can see that a level upgrade to level 5 is going to cost you 10 GST and 10 GMT. When you go to 10, it's going to cost you 30 GST and 30 GMT. So for me to get all the way to a level 30 here, I had to spend 229 GMT and 229 GST. I have included that in my total cost, okay? That's included. Everything's included, as well as my repair cost, because when you're walking, your shoes get worn out and you need to repair them with GST. So I've included all that in my ROI, and we're gonna take a look at that here in just a moment. So on average, my setup here, my average is a total cost of $323.34. So the average cost of my setup over several months is $323.34. The cost today is $262.47. So right now is a pretty great time to be getting into Stepn. This is not financial advice, but if we look here at GMT right now, this is the year-to-date chart. We can see that GMT ran up in October, started its run up. It ran all the way up, ended in March to about 41 cents is what it peaked out at. It looks like about 40 cents. Okay. So we had a peak, we crashed, a correction, and then another peak. And now we are currently correcting big time. The crypto market as a whole just had a massive correction. So this is something that really actually affects your ROI, everybody. When you get into the market, if we look at the entire history of GMT here, you can see that at the launch, the first beginning days of GMT was at $3.80. We have corrected almost 100% from that. That is a huge, massive correction. Okay, if you bought in at the peak way back over here, you got absolutely wrecked. Okay, I did not, I waited. Okay, I played the market and I got in about right here at about 40 cents, about in 2022. I've been playing Stepn for a couple of years now. I'm not new to it. I've been working the market and playing it and buying shoes at the right times. I also bought some stuff right over here when Stepn was at 15 cents. We are now hitting all-time lows about. We might be at a new all-time low. I haven't tracked that enough, but I just want to show you this because this really is going to affect your earnings. If you got in way back here, you may never get back your ROI. Common sneakers were running over $1,000 back here at the peak. That's insane. You can get a pair of common sneakers right now for about $25. Okay. So that being said, that is going to affect your ROI. I'll talk a little bit more about that kind of stuff later. So this current setup right here that we're looking at, this is my GMT setup. I earn about 3.5 GMT per day. So GMT average price over my tracking period was 17 cents, and I earned about 59 cents a day. GMT price today is about 14 cents. So if I went out and walked today, I'd earn about 45 cents. So again, we are down. This pair of sneakers right here, these are my GST earners. So I earn about 62.5 GST a day on average. And then this part actually shocked me when I started looking into the numbers in detail. I couldn't believe what I found, but okay. On average, these sneakers earn me $1.62 a day, almost triple of my GMT earners. And then today, at the current price, I'm earning 93 cents a day. That is over double, just a little over double of what I would earn with GMT. So this actually totally shocked me when I started doing all the calculations. Something I learned that I didn't really realize. Okay, so how long before I get my investment back? Okay, if we look at the average, first we're going to look at the average. So my ROI, if I use GMT primarily, I would be looking at 550 days to earn back my investment. But if I use GST, still be looking at a while, but I would cut that almost to a third. I would be earning back in 200 days. 200 days. So that's my average. All right, everyone? If we look at today's price, 14 cents for GMT, I'd be looking at about the same amount of time, 543 days. For GST, there's way improved, but not quite as much as the average, and it's 280 days. So it would take me 280 days to earn back all of my investment. That might seem like a long time, everybody, but to me, it's not, because I'm playing the long game on this. And I have also seen so many projects disappear. Okay. The fact that you even can have a chance to earn back your investment here is awesome, because I've earned back my ROI a long time ago, everybody, through different strategies. And I'll break those down here a little bit later, but I'm well past my ROI. I've upgraded. I started with commons only commons. Okay. My first pair of sneakers was this pair, and I didn't even know what I was buying. Then I started to get these, and then I upgraded and also bought tokens when they were cheap. So my original investment is quite low. It's probably just over 200 for my full setup. Probably not even that, because part I'm earning as I'm playing. So I'm earning tokens, and then I'm reinvesting those. I'm also earning gems, like all these gems right here. I got these from playing the game. I have bought no gems at all. And if we look at, say, a comfort gem right here, and we're going to look at comfort, and we're going to look at level 2. So a level 2 comfort gem costs 66 GMT. I have multiple comfort gems. I did not buy these. I earned all of those by playing the game. So my initial investment is definitely back in my pocket, and it came back quicker than the time that I've just shown you. I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of this episode. Let's go ahead and move along to a pair of commons. All right, so we're now going to look at a single pair of sneakers. Okay, this is one pair of common shoes. One pair of common shoes is going to cost you 185 GMT. At the current price of GMT today, that's going to run you $27.36, roughly. Average price over the time period I tracked, you would be looking at $33.32. Okay, and this also includes what level these sneakers are at. These sneakers are at a level 9. So they've been upgraded one time with 10 GMT and 10 GST. So that is an average rough estimate of what the cost is going to be for a single pair of common sneakers. Okay, so you can only walk with a single pair of common sneakers for about 10 minutes. That's all you can walk with a single pair of common sneakers. I have the 5 pairs. I can walk a lot longer, so I can earn a lot more, so I can do a lot more within the ecosystem. Okay, so what does this pair of sneakers earn per day? One thing to keep in mind here is you can only earn GST with a pair of sneakers that's below level 30. You cannot earn GMT until you level up pair of sneakers to level 30. Okay, so we're not even going to talk about GMT with your earnings. So these earn a total of 7.13 GST a day. At the current price of GST, that's 10 cents a day. And at the average price, it's 18 cents a day. So that's how much this pair of sneakers is going to earn you. And ROI for this pair of sneakers is going to be 185 days on average. Okay, that's the average. For today's ROI at the current price of these sneakers, 275 days is what it's going to take for you to get out and earn your investment back. Okay. And one very important thing to know about this ROI and earning back your investment is this is if you walk every day. This is if you don't miss a day. You miss a day, you add a day. If you miss a week, you add a week. Okay. So if you missed a week, you would be looking at 282 days instead of 275. So very important to keep in mind. That also affects your earnings. So this is a pair of common sneakers. Right now, again, in my opinion, a fantastic time to get in. You could buy 4 pairs of common sneakers for about $100, and you're gonna be able to walk quite a bit. Also important to mention too about these sneakers is the efficiency level is boosted, okay? It's at 37.9. That is why these sneakers are earning that much GST. It will vary on how you have your attributes set and if you have gems. Like there's an efficiency socket right here that needs to be unlocked. But you can't unlock that till you reach level 10 with these sneakers. So a lot of variables here. That being said, let's go ahead and move up to my tips and strategies. All right, so now let's talk a bit about tips and strategies, okay? So one of the things that I did throughout this entire cycle here, you can see right here, is I played the market, okay? So say I bought right here, which I bought a lot of these dips. When the market I would walk, earn, and as the market went up, I would sell into it, okay? So say I earned a whole bunch at 15 cents per GMT, and then it ran up to 30 cents. Almost got up to 40 cents right there. I would sell into that, okay? So I'm making profit. I'm doubling my earnings by selling into that. Then what I do is I wait, okay? I wait. And then I wait till we're maybe here to 21 cents. And I'm patient and buy back in. And then I have way more tokens than I had. I almost double my token amount. Okay, so that increases my earnings, increases my ROI, and then I can go out and buy another pair of sneakers for $0. Okay, this is one of the tips and strategies that you can do. It's not only earning, all right, everybody? And you can trade right in your wallet here. Okay, so say I wanted to swap my USDC right here for GMT. You can do that right in here in your wallet. You don't need to leave Stepn. You don't have to leave Stepn to sell tokens and to buy tokens. It is one of the cleanest games out there. It's so smooth. This is why I keep playing it. That's one of the biggest followings. There's a lot of things going for Stepn. Okay. Another tip, don't miss your days. You got to keep on walking. If you want your ROI as quick as possible, you got to get out there and walk and participate in the game. You also want to buy the correct setup. I have an episode all about sneakers and what to look at before you buy a pair of sneakers. Check that episode out. I'll leave a link to it above, but you want to be careful what pair of sneakers you buy. That's going to increase your earnings. Also, getting multiple pairs of sneakers. It's going to increase your walk time and it's going to allow you to earn more and do more within the game. Ultimately, you want to be earning GST and GMT. You want to be earning both. There's a lot of reasons for that. Again, check out some of my other episodes. It's going to really come down to what do you want to accomplish with the game? Do you just want to get your ROI back as quick as possible? Do you want to upgrade? Do you want more pairs of sneakers? Do you want to play the game long term? Is it short term? It all depends on your strategy, but buying and selling into the market is a really good way to earn that ROI quicker. Also, another really important thing to mention is, okay, we look at we look at this chart right here, we saw that GMT and GST ran up. That's going to happen again, everybody. In fact, if we look at the GST chart, look at this GST chart. This is the last year. Look at that run. Huge, huge run. That's coming again, guys. Okay, so if you get in the game now, you know, we may go down another 50%. We may go down to 8 cents. We may go down to 5 cents. But eventually, there will be another rally. Okay? Again, not financial advice, but this is how I'm playing it. I am earning now, holding, selling into the market as it makes a run. I was selling into this the whole time when it came. Okay? All the way, boom, boom, and now I'm waiting and I'm going to be buying back in. I might be buying back in today. I don't know. It's looking quite good. So these are some of the strategies I don't think a lot of people probably talk about. So want to share that with you. Yes, there's the game itself and strategizing with the game, but also playing the tokens and buying and selling in the market and watching that side of things is going to, it could cut your ROI in half, literally. I'm not joking. Keep these things in mind. Appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate you guys listening. Be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this content. I appreciate it. It helps my channel out a lot.